My father married me to the mafia boss to pay off his debts, but on our wedding night, the mafia boss brought another woman and warned me not to enter the room until they were done. The door slammed open, and a woman walked in. My eyes immediately locked on her. She wore a tight red dress, red hair to match, low-heeled stilettos. She ready to say something, but Darian burst through the door, slamming it shut behind him. Without a word, the redhead threw her arms around him, kissing him lightly. I stood frozen, disgusted. Darian grinned, his hand landing on her backside as he winked. "Who's this?" she asked, looking at me. "A woman I married today," Darian said casually, chuckling. "Married today?" she asked, rolling her eyes at me. "Yeah, and that's why I'm late, but don't worry, she won't bother us. Her father gave her to me." The word stung. How could he say that about me? I glared at him, wondering what else he'd told people, but he didn't even look at me. His attention was entirely on the redhead. He linked arms with her, giggling as they walked to the bedroom. Just before entering, he turned to me. "Hey, don't come in until I'm done with her," he said, not bothering to look back. I stood there, feeling like I was in some kind of twisted dream. "Tina, did that really just happen?" I muttered, sinking onto the couch, rubbing my temples. "We got married hours ago, and he's already doing this?" Tina just sighed and tried to comfort me. "He'll get used to having you around." I spent the rest of the evening in the living room, waiting for Darian and his new friend to finish. Eventually, the redhead came out, giving me a quick smear and storming off. I stood and walked to the room, knocking lightly before entering. Darian was sitting at the vanity, glasses on, typing away at his computer, totally oblivious to me. I sat on the bed, trying to figure out what to say. "I need to get my clothes tomorrow," I started, though I regretted it instantly. There was no reason for me to ask his permission to go to my father's house, but somehow, I still felt the need to tell him. He didn't even acknowledge me. His focus remained entirely on the screen. I needed a shower, but his presence was uncomfortable. I remembered there were other rooms in the house, so I tried all the doors, but none of them opened. Tina found me and told me that Darian kept the keys. She kindly offered me her bathroom, and I gratefully accepted. After a quick shower, I left and debated where to sleep. I walked back to the bedroom, but quickly froze when I saw Darian, not wearing any clothes, standing right there. His body was perfect, and I couldn't help but glance for a second before turning around in embarrassment. I ran back into the hallway, wishing I had knocked first. I hesitated, then walked back in. This time, he was dressed in a loose, white shirt and shorts. I sat down, pulling out my phone to distract myself. "Tessie brought you some clothes," he said. I looked up, and he pointed toward the closet. "The one on the left is yours. You should check it out." I mumbled a thank you. "You should get some sleep," he said, turning off the light. I shifted uncomfortably, not liking the dark room with just the two of us. "Could you leave the light on?" I asked, nervously. "I don't sleep with the lights on. You can sleep on the couch if it bothers you." His tone was harsh, but I wasn't surprised. I sighed, grabbed a couple of pillows, and walked back out. Down in the living room, I plopped down on the couch, wide enough to fit me. I joked, until I eventually fell asleep. The morning sun woke me, realizing I wasn't at my father's house anymore. I yanked the blanket off, hating the feeling of being here. Tina had left already, so I had to go back to the room I shared with Darian to grab my clothes. I didn't want to see him, but there was no choice. The door was ajar when I arrived.